Terrible. Terrible. Sounds good. How's everyone doing? Mac, David, Mike. Who else do we have? Pretora, Darth Nova. Yeah, it is in game. Michi, Martin. Yep. So the misspelling with the name is actually in game like that. That's not just on the blog. Um, what is up with Restream? Restream was working perfectly fine up until a couple weeks ago, and now something changed where it just does not want to register my YouTube chat. That's really annoying. David, Neo. Here, live now. Slinus, Elpatron. Why is that is not the winner ship? I don't know where you got that idea. No, no, no. I don't know what the winner ship could possibly be. Give me just a moment here. I'm just checking something. I hit the start button a smidge early. Yeah, no idea. No idea. But yeah, I think I mentioned this on the last news video, but the fan home ship collection has started to ship out. If you're part of that subscription, my Titan got delayed, so it's going to be here today, hopefully. And then after that's going to be the Stargazer, the Farragut, the Stowe Enterprise, the Helios. That's the ship that Crusher was in season 3 of Star Trek Picard. That'll be popping up in March for Fan Home, and then the Strike will be after that. Yeah, the unboxing is delayed because of that. Now YouTube is showing up. Kurt? No, we're just talking about the Fan Home lineup. So I've got the Titan coming in today. Then the Stargazer is going to ship out next month for the subscription. January is going to be the Farragut. February will be the Enterprise F. March will be the Helios. And then April, the Shrike. How's it going? Titan not coming till next month. Oof. Stanky. Yeah, yeah. It happens. Okay, so the Areore Juggenaut, the in-game name here, the meme in the title, it not having an R is because the ship in game does not have an R in it, and the blog for it, they forgot the R in Juggernaut. But I'm gonna set this up here, just play around with it. This is very similar to the VOD Jug and Legendary Avenger. It's basically a side grade for those ships. So if you already have either of those, you don't need to worry about picking this ship up, to be honest. It really is just a side grade. Okay, let me check my camera here. There we go. Yeah, I did X to it. Guard, Kurt. With all the lower deck stuff coming out, think it might be possible that they release that Excelsior hybrid from the show or the vertical Daredevil looking ship. Yeah, that would certainly be interesting, Lockville. I don't remember what the names of those were exactly, but yeah, that'd certainly be interesting. Has anyone tested the kit module? I think someone bought it out. Maricat, yeah. The reason ships are getting more expensive is because there's less people opening lock boxes right now, and there is just the continual issue of there being so many ships in Infinity that the inability for us to just directly sell the choice packs is very much limiting supply. So I will show you just how many ships are in Infinity here in a moment, as soon as this bridge loads. Sam, how's it going? How would a vertical ship work in Stowe? They'd find a way. There's ships that are pretty tall, like the Vomp, yeah. But the reason, ships keep going up in price is just because there is just so many of these damn things in this Infinity Lockbox, and, a seller has to go through and pick from this list of 60 to 70 ships to pick what ship that they want to sell. If the choice packs themselves could be posted right on the market, that would mean the person that is actually wanting to open the box could make that decision, and it would greatly help this, the supply there. But as is, the supply is heavily divided because there's so many different ships in this box, and as time goes on, this issue is just going to keep getting worse and worse. When do I expect the next Phoenix event? Hopefully soon. The Excelsior hybrid was the Obina class? Gotcha. Yeah, I know Triz has been wanting that for a long time. Steven? But yeah, I have not seen any testing results of the kit module from the event yet. I'm not buying that out. Johnny, how's it going? Yeah. And realistically, I don't think we're going to even use this over the Vodja or over the Legendary Avenger for like the very high end stuff. The Legendary Avenger just is such a fast moving ship for that environment. But we're still playing the waiting game, Sam. Badge, how's it going? I'm apparently stuck. Of course I am. Let's take a look at the customization options for this. The waiting game, your favorite? Yeah. The customization options are that there is no customization options. Thank you, Nuke. Yeah, that was a video. I didn't have much time to record, so I was worried that maybe it was, probably a bit rushed, not as complex, before and after as people had wanted, but I figured most people going over there would fly around, do exactly what I did, and hopefully that covers it for them. Yeah, not even patterns. There's no materials. You can remove the windows or have type 1. Like, that is the only customization we have here. That's it. Do you want windows or not? Color-wise, like, you can't change it. So the only way to change the ship is vanity shields. Looks like a chunky Sona. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Oh, 3. The vanity shield didn't show up until I went to sector space. Yeah. Yeah, so there's 0 customizations, or not 0. There you can change the window. And for the bridge, of course, it's just the default Starship interior. But because of the change they did earlier this year, you can use any bridge you have unlocked on any ship you have, which means I can put the Suliban Cell Ship interior on it and call the day. Could I show the ship from a right-on angle, please? Yeah, yeah. Let me give you a... Okay, maybe not that. There's the ESD background people like. That's on the right side there. Here's your top, front, left. Okay, from the rear and below. Yeah, basically, customization. I haven't actually flown this at all yet. I popped it yesterday and just haven't actually done anything. Actually, I popped it Thursday and I haven't done anything. Yeah, the Sona Intel battlecruiser. Yeah, boomerang for space. But yeah, this is very much an energy weapon ship. Someone's always gonna ask me, "Is this a torpedo ship?" No, don't even think about putting torps on this. That is not a wise move. Will they ever fix the spelling? Yeah, most likely next week. Birdie Birdie ship is now the official name of it. Hey, I mean, missing the R is better than what happened with the Praetor. The where they doubled it every time, so it'd be Praetor Praetor. Okay, let's build this for just annihilating some advanced content. So I'm gonna do disco, deflector, core, and shield, and then for the engines, I'll do the innervated impulse engines from the competitive rep. So disco 3-piece. Hatching to, yeah. Can we see some vanity shields? Yeah, yeah. Let me see what I have. Oh, they're all in my bank. I have to beam back down. Yeah, I'm a casual player, so all I really do is advanced level content. Yeah, here's all the vanity shields. Not all of them, but most of them that I have. Back up. Shrike looks great on it. Oh, I opened my inventory and you got some server lag. Will we ever see a jug with hanger bays? Probably not. I don't think we'll see that combo. Okay. So if you want to fly by the ship, I'm just sitting above New Romulus, right next to the spawn-in area. Can I get this any smaller? I cannot. Okay. So here is Riemann. Terrible. Okay, next up is... Let me do the Shrike next. Sizer said that one was good. I mean, the Shrike isn't terrible on it. Not really my thing personally, but... Next up is going to be Platinum. Kath, how's it going? You did the bowl. I mean, Platinum generally looks good on most things. I don't think I have the Fekiri, unfortunately. This is Prodigy. Can't say I'm really a fan of that. Yeah. But that doesn't really do much for me, and it's got some weird yellow lighting up front there. Can I put the strike back on and fly it backwards? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I see the Ferengi vibe there with that if you're flying it backwards. Terrible. Okay, next up is Temporal. Yeah. Another one where it's just not really my thing, but I know some people like it. Hard pass, yeah. Next up is Terran Task Force Rep. I don't like this yellow lighting that we're seeing up front on some of these. Yeah. This is Safe Galaxy, so it's got that camo pattern. Lock, not much. Just checking out some Vandy shields on the new ship. Next up is Alliance Vandy shields. Let's see. Uh, yeah, this just doesn't do anything for me. Next up is Baul. So this in Section 31 is what most of you will probably end up using on it. Cheops, how's it going? Yeah, yeah. I have not tried the Aegis shield yet, no. Yeah. Mox, how's it going? Yeah, this weird lighting effect we're seeing up here. Um, by the way, sometimes some of you may message me, and if I don't respond to you, sometimes it may just be because you have your social settings set up, so um, people not on your friends list or in your fleet can't respond to you. So if I don't respond to you, just check those social settings, or just know that I often sit AFK in the game. Next up is Trizander's favorite Vandy shield, Slime Devils. Yeah, the yellow lighting up here is just killing a bunch of these. The purple lighting on the back, yeah. That's a no right there. This is Emerald Chain. Yeah. Not not a fan of that. Here's the medical one. Again, that yellow lighting. Here is Lucari. Yeah, the fake lighting or whatever that's going on here is just killing a lot of these Vandy shields. Here is Dyson. What do I have here? The actual Dyson one. And the rep. I already showed Lucari. Bullion, that doesn't have a visual, and I already showed the Protostar. Okay, so of those that I have access to right now, Baul and the Shrike seem to have been the best received. But there's this yellow lighting on the front that just is not great. Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad with the Shrike Vandy Shield, but yeah, this... I don't know. The Vandy Shields on this one just ain't really doing it for me. I've probably missed a couple things in chat. Strike or medical one for you. Terrible, Tubby. Yeah, and there's some Vandy Shields I just don't have here. But yeah, I think I would just leave this as at the stock visuals, personally. Bozeman Titans, unfortunately, I don't have that one on me right now. At least I don't think I do. Or no, I do right here. Yeah, okay. I was seeing if I had any others. But here is Bozeman Titans. I don't like these lines up front and this texture here. Doesn't really look that good to me. And I don't think I saw the pink one. This looks like a ship where you just leave it stock. Okay, what damage type should I go here? What isomag flavors do I have access to on this character right now? Should just do something completely random. Rainbow? I was thinking that. I need to go grab my Canon isomags. I had a set that I hadn't put on this character yet. There isn't enough gear in the game right now to do a proton build to make it, be like good. We tried the protonic polaron earlier this year and they sucked. I don't remember what characters got the Canon isomags. Yeah, the protonic polarons are basically the worst weapons in the entire game. There's just not enough gear currently in the game for you to do, a competitive proton build. Maybe that'll change at some point in the future. We've seen them, introduce a bit of proton stuff this year. Maybe that'll continue. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. Yeah, I don't know where I have my cannons isomags right now. Let me check one more character. Are they in the bank here? It's fine. It's fine. I have a fully upgraded set laying on a character somewhere. I just don't know what character. I appreciate it, but we'll do the rainbow stuff another day. For today, um, this ship has some Polaron stuff on it. I guess let's do Polaron. I mean, it's Polaron, Tetron, and AP. I think I was gonna do a rainbow setup. It's fine. It is fine. We don't have to worry about it right now. We'll just do some Vaudoir Polarons because they look really nice. And I don't have a 5th cannon on me right now, so we're just going to go with the Reputation Advanced Temporal Defense Polaron cannon that I have here. And we'll get the Havan Omni on, and let's get some Polaron turrets. So I have a Vaudoir Polaron turret there, and then I'll just do a crafted one. There we go. Devices, Large Oxbat, Deuterium Surplus, Kobayashi Maru, Temporal Transponder Temporal Negotiator from the Delta Recruit. And then for the last battery, I guess just a Subspace Field mod. Barat, how's it going? But yeah, basically people like to trash the rainbow cannon builds or rainbow beam builds nowadays, or that have historically just like to trash those. But in the current state of the game, rainbow builds are pretty much at a very competitive state with a normal build. You're talking about just losing a very small amount of Cat 1 to do a rainbow setup. In fact, you can go in and do multiple millions of DPS with a rainbow setup perfectly fine if you're pushing towards that higher performance level. Like the difference between that and just like a pure phaser disruptor, whatever build is not that much. I do not have a full set of Polaron. We are going to stick with the basics today. You guys are talking about Dragon's Breath, so let's just swap this to Disruptor. Spiral Wave. And where's my Terran Cannon? Rainbow Surgical Strikes. This ship can only do Surgical Strikes 1, which is really not that good. Do a 5 magic setup, yeah? Yeah, we'll basically be working towards that path here as I build this out. So let me grab my Disruptor Isomags. Let's get Dragon's Breath on here. Fleet Power. What is my favorite visual for weapons? I really like the Viridian Plasmas, but unfortunately, they come with the trade-off of actually having a slower travel time, which does hurt performance. I don't know why they work like that, but they do, and it is really annoying. Never proc, yeah. Yeah, basically, you just have to ignore the 2.5% chance proc that you see on weapons. That basically just never happens. Yes, let's do Valdor here for some survivability. And the console this ship comes with, we'll try it out for a run, but from what I've heard, the console's not really that good. So I'm not gonna keep that on long term. For the bridge officer layout, let's do, I've got CSV3 on, of course, and then we'll do mixed armament synergy 2, narrow sensor bands 2, and I'll put a beam overload 1 on here. This is just used as a dummy proc for the competitive rep engines. For my lieutenant commander, I'm going to run that as attacked as well. Do beta 2. Then I can do, I guess, I mean, chemo's not really going to proc much here. What was the tack ability that was proccing? Hold on, let me just pull it up on the wiki. Bear with me a minute here. Yeah, you know what I'm thinking of. Best served cold, okay. And I guess I don't happen to have that there. I have it over here. I'm going to have to go down to the ground and get that. That's fine. Yeah, I was thinking of best served cold for having a brain fart here. Temporal tunneling. Galva, they changed that like a year and a half or more ago. Yeah, they changed that a while back. Any ship can use it. Yeah, I was thinking of best served cold for temporal tunneling. You can get 5 magics on here. Did that. Ruin. And Terran goodbye. There we go. I think the rest of my traits I can pretty much just leave as is for now. Let's save this, and I need to go grab Best Served Cold from the winter store. Yeah, increasing weapon procs would be good. Having Beam Overload and Rapid Fire do that, definitely. Rapid Fire, you know, Beam Overload, I know a lot of people like, but Rapid Fire is in such a poor state right now. Okay, Best Served Cold. Here we go. That's going to go on SRO Tech 2. Alan, thank you. You can buy a 6th active DOF slot at the Fleet Spire. It costs, I think, like 100, 150k fleet creds, somewhere right around there. But yeah, you can have 6 active space and ground. I think the system supports a max of 8, but they only let us have up to 6 right now. Yeah, I'm going to use a battery quartermaster. Okay. So let's do... I could still run like a dummy torp spread here for the comp engines. I'll just do that. And then for this, I could just run this as another... Actually, I can run this as an engineer. Move my engines over there, and then I can do viral, or I don't really want to do viral, so I'm going to move merge powder weapons down there, and then I'm going to do EMP probe. There we go. For ionic. Let's do ionic. What is that tack ability on Ensign? That's Best Served Cold. It's from the Winter Store. And that is a perfect trigger for temporal tunneling, the trade off the Atlantis. Fire at Will needs a large revamp. Fire at Will just needs its cooldowns tinkered with. The way they are right now, it's not good. Then let's just do jam targeting here. There we go. So resave that and then get the tray set up. Let's get parser started too. Yeah. Ball used to be the meta, but not for a while. So for my primary spam key, CSV is going to go up front, then my attack pattern beta. I'm going to put my merge power to subsystem abilities at the very end. Arc worker abilities. Some of my other uncon procs here too. And what else do I want to put here? Again, I'm using the Torp spread and the beam overload as procs for the competitive rep engines. Jason, thank you for the 10 gifted. I don't know why that sound didn't pop up. Yeah, the overlay, all my stream overlays are messing up right now. Again, Jason, thank you for the 10 gifted. Very much appreciated. Yeah, I don't know why the sound's not going off. Oh, this hasn't updated in days. What's going on? I don't know why it's not going off. Yeah, something's just messed up there. Again, Jason, thank you. I don't know why that's messing up and not playing the sound. Oh no. I see a Delkina there. That is still such a great ship. When I get around to doing like the best DPS ships in the game right now, that ship is still very much going to be up there. Okay. Just bear with me while I get this tray sorted. You guys have seen me do this 100 times before. You know how it is. I'll catch up on chat here in a moment. I don't know why that sound hasn't played. And let's make sure my doffs are good. So there. Is it finally going? The Twitch side went. Scuba, thank you for the Prime sub. So why didn't the YouTube? Yeah, Alpatron, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna run Battery Quartermaster over Agent IL for now. If I need the survivability, then I'll make some changes. Let's resave the loadout and save it again. And which of these is the console? Which is the Lance? Okay. I'm gonna move the Lance over to the side so I can hit it on its own. I'm going to level this thing up first in an Argala. Load out 1, yeah. If only there was a tray setup system that you could save and reuse for each ship, I wish. Got a rage? Yeah, it is an amazing ship. Yeah, Jason, I don't know why that's not showing. It's linked because I signed into it just last night. I had to re-sign into Stream Elements. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, it just did? Okay. You know how to do Argala? There aren't any Borg there? We're going to find out. So I'm going to do an Argala Elite to level the ship up. Alan, thank you for the 2. Much appreciated. White Critter, yeah. The new ESD looks really nice. I don't want to burn too many buffs early on, so... Can I handle an elite? No. I'm not buffing up for the first phase, because I'd rather save my buffs for after this initial dialogue. Gothic, glad you could make it.
You have entered. Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding. Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers.
We will not go quietly.
You will stand down and surrender to the Benton Guard. Sensors are picking up small habitations in some of the asteroids, possibly consistent.
You're not living long enough for me to get the lance off.
We do what we want, where we want.
Picked up a tight beam transmission
The
on
speed
a
up right there.
We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
I'm taking you with me.
That's got this. Excellent work. We'll send over a passive.
Yeah, it's moving fairly well.
Into custody. Thank you for your assistance, and welcome to this sector.
Where are the hard points on this ship? That is a very good question.
There's been a lot of turbulent activity.
Yeah, I had to follow what the blog said. Another new moon-shaped ship, yep. This is the brand new Juggernaut that just landed into the Infinity Lockbox on the most recent patch on PC. Console's going to be getting this early December. The parses from Argala are never, 100% accurate to look at, but can get an idea on how the lance hits here. While that's gone, let me back into space. Yeah, Trinary Strike and the built-in lance, I mean, they're there. I don't think they necessarily did too much, though, but what we're going to do next is the only map in the game that I know how to play. Do I think the Hesperian Intel Battlecruiser will be added? Yeah, so it generally is about 2 years after the initial event that we see the ships added to the Mud Store. Orfest, terrible. Trinary Strike, okay. I'm going to drop the console for now because it's known that it's not performing well. And just for me to have an easy time keeping UD up, I'm just going to go emulating Phase Lance. Okay. So the console is known to be broken right now. So I'm gonna queue up for Infected Space Elite, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how rusty my piloting is. What's wrong with the console? It's not scaling up with damage buffs. They're already aware of it, so it'll probably be fixed in the next patch or two. Yeah, it's basically an alternate version of the Vodwar Juggernaut. So this has much better inertia than the Vod Jug, so for some people they're going to prefer how this handles versus the Vodwar. But there's pros and cons to both. It's basically a side grade over the Vod Jug. It's not an upgrade, it's an equivalent. When is Tier 7 becoming a thing? I would imagine never. Where we'll see just more, upgrades to existing ships way before that would ever happen.
The situation is grim.
Should have done that a couple seconds sooner. Rip. Rip this run.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Scanning the nanite transporter.
I don't even have agony on. Rip this run though. Oh, there's still something alive. It's a sphere that flew 30 kilometers away. I thought that was going to be dead already. This is me looking dead inside.
The nanite probe can repair the transporters. Stop them. The probe is closing in on the transporter. Destroy it.
No chi-ups, I'm not going to numpad 9, don't worry. Can't do that on stream. No, Arcan, no, you're fine, you're fine. You're fine, don't worry about it. It is the amount of times we have that happen in runs, it sucks. Just ask Cheops. Cheops is here. Cheops, we have had so many runs, like when doing like deeps runs, where Cheops for some reason always gets put up in that front spot, and he'll launch pets and it does that exact same thing. Don't worry about it. It is just such an old issue with that map that will probably never be addressed by the devs. It sucks, but it is what it is. Cheops is here. Yeah, Arcan, don't worry about it. That's a game issue. That's them not having the spawns far enough back. Yeah, it's an annoying issue. Yeah, Cheops is here. Nick is here. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's an annoying issue with the game. I didn't have Agony on too. I didn't realize until afterwards. I should have had Agony and Redistributor on. By the way, like if you guys didn't know, you know, Agony, a lot of people just dropped it completely when it got nerfed a while back, but it's still actually pretty good. Nick, you're about to go to bed? Your sleep schedule's even worse than mine, but you're doing all that WoW stuff. Just absolutely terrible. We've lost Nick. I'm gonna have to run to the shipyard to grab my Agony. Which team developed the new ESD? That was Tumor Boy. So Tumor Boy from the Cryptic team has been working on it. He was talking about it on Blue Sky quite a bit. Can I grab Agony Redistributor yet? Oh no. Is it just completely disappeared into the void? Where's my Lavenger? Okay, it's not there. Is it on my Silic? Yeah. That console just completely disappeared for me. Yeah. Humor Boy did a very good job with it. And they'd commented, you know, back when we saw it in Picard, that it wasn't feasible for them to do it at the time, but things changed, and Thomas had pushed to get them to set some time aside to do it, which is why it's been done. Yeah, Agony, when used at the start, can do a lot. Nice. Bob, yeah, going good. Got a new ship to play around with. They said that there's not going to be a story tie-in, that they were doing it because they wanted to get it done. I keep seeing Battle of Corfez pop up. This build's not probably going to fare too well in there as soon as I get sub-nuked, but I mean, if that's what you guys want, Battle of Corfez, public queue. I'm going to put some survivability elements on, so let me get a Warp Core Inge on here, Ty Hath. I'm going to drop 24 for that. And I'll leave the 27 on. But I am going to drop jam targeting for a side team, just to help for when I get sub-nuked. Can I show the visuals for the console and the Juggernaut super weapon? After this, remind me again, Maricat, and we can take a closer look at them. Will this ship make it into your event recommendations? You know, for next year, I think it's a good ship, but I don't think this is a ship I'm going to recommend too highly, Waldo, just because the Legendary Avenger is available through the Zen store as an account-wide unlock. And I think realistically, most people are going to enjoy flying the Legendary Avenger a bit more than this. To be honest, my top recommendation for premium ships this year, it's probably gonna be the Credence. Because the Credence is it's a good ship. The console on it is pretty decent for some play styles. So it's not in the current event campaign premium ship list. Because it released in 24, it won't be available until the 25 event campaign. Yeah. I shouldn't have buffed up. I'm gonna lose everything I just hit. And I hit everything in the wrong order. My weapons do not want to fire. Yeah. So long as we did not get the Teray phase, I think we'll probably be fine.
Sending a small task force to destabilize the.
That when you see the Teray, what the game is doing is that right there.
Stop any Vodwar ships leaving underspace and protect the terrain.
I just had to say it. I had to say it. This game. Yeah, you just tank over there. I can. Yeah, Teray is viewable. We just don't have the right stuff in here for it. For Teray, you really want to have some exotic control builds in here, and Two of our team players, two of the people that queued up for this, left the TFO as soon as they saw what it is, or saw what it was, or they like crashed or something. Yeah, so we either had two teammates leave or crash and just never get back in. We don't have any EPG builds, and we got the phase that is bugged and spawns everything in one go. Yeah, so you're talking about the Undine Kawavi, Osiris, and that was a good tank and torp platform when we were using it a couple years ago. It's still a good platform, but nowadays when you're talking about like higher level tanking or torps, there are better platforms for tanking. The Friendship is an extremely popular platform right now at higher performance levels. For torps, it's pretty much just the Terran Eagle. Just beat the Terrain? Nice. Yeah, if you've got the right ships in there and you have a full team, you can certainly do it. Yeah, Steven, exactly. I mean, this ship is, you know, like I said in the video, it is a side grade. This is a side grade versus the VOD Jug and the Avenger. But it doesn't do anything new. You're fine. The ship is it's fun. You know, it's a fun ship, but again, it doesn't do anything new. If you like the VOD Jug, but you hated how little inertia it had, this is an improvement over that. So it's a lateral upgrade ship, but does it offer anything different enough? No. It is a side grade. It does not do anything, you know, performance-wise that is really a notable improvement over the existing platforms. Complex would have been better, yes. Yes. I had a request to show the lance and the console, so I would like to do that quick. I'm gonna pop that console back on here really fast as soon as I can find it here in the mess of other consoles I have. Yeah, arguably better for ISC left, right, or pugs if uncon is a thing you want. Yeah, but I think at that point, Cheops, someone's better off going with like the Atlantis, or as Sizer has recently shown, the mirror angle. Yeah. Wait, Critter, see you around. Northern Dalkina, yeah, exactly. Like it just doesn't do anything new. That's pretty much what we've been saying about this thing ever since it was announced. Was you probably don't need it. Like it's not a bad ship, but those of you that would be interested in a ship like this already probably have the VOD Jug or the Avenger, and
brought up a number of tactical concerns.
like again, it's equivalent.
The recent conflict.
Prepare enemy ships warping in near projection station Alpha.
We have multiple hull breaches and art.
So I'm gonna hit the console and
All personnel.
the built-in lance here. So here's the console. So that was the console, and here is the built-in lance.
Hull integrity below 50%. Left shields failing. Hull
They're not really noticeable.
5%. Right shields failing.
You know, not the biggest effects. you will easily lose sight of them in combat. You didn't see Cheops? Did the lance just do no damage? Would that surprise you?
Ship is under attack.
Here is the console again. Let me go into this bigger group of enemies over here.
Rear shield failing.
It canceled early because the target that I had selected died before the 10 seconds was up or whatever that it can last. You're pulling a Spencer. Nick, go to bed. Go to bed. Dan, how's it going?
Under attack.
We'll take a look at the lance here again in 20 seconds.
Warning.
It's almost
Ship
ready.
is under attack.
Here we go.
Shields failing.
It did about 40,000 damage.
Right shield failing. Rear shields failing. Left shields failing.
I'm not saying it's the worst Juggernaut array I've ever used, but it's certainly not near the top of the chart. So, you know, a thing is too with the VOD Jug.
Warning. Ship is
Dan, thank you for the 10 bits. With the VOD Jug, the built-in lance that has, it's just an instant burst out, and it can damage multiple things. And this thing seems to be a bit limited. It has a charge-up time of 1.5 seconds. Yeah, the VOD Jug has a better array. So, like, if you already have a VOD Jug, you're probably used to flying it with its inertia rating. Like, if you already have a VOD Jug, I just don't think you need this ship. If you already have a Legendary Avenger, you got something close enough. And if you're, you know, doing pugs, I think having a ship with an experimental weapon for the Hexa cannons, you'd probably benefit more from that anyways. So your Delkinas, your Atlantis, your Mirror Angle, like this isn't a bad ship. It's just like nobody needs it. Yeah, and the starship trait from this, you have to drop below 50% HP in order for it to activate. So it basically it's not relevant. It's yeah, it's not a bad ship. It is a good ship, but it's matching the other great ships. But it's also got features that are not matching. Yeah, I mean, Sizer, you've had some really good results with that mirror angle, so keep going with it. But yeah, the accessories on this just bring nothing to the table. For the Juggernauts, yeah, I think it is. Yeah. There's still quite a few combos missing, and you know, one of the things I hope to see from Deca personally is like a new specialization. Think of what they could do with a new specialization, how many new combos they could come up with, you know, through doing that. Just one new spec combo extends, or just one new specialization, you know, that easily extends you know, how many T6 ships they can come up with by a couple years, and then, you know, if they come out with a new spec every 2 to 3 years, that they could keep doing T6 ships forever. Yeah. And the activation times, you know, the charge up time on the Lance or the Juggernaut array, just like it doesn't do anything for me. It's not a bad ship. Again, it's just the people that would actually benefit from this ship already have platforms that are going to match it or beat it. Red Alert, unfortunately, because of how their monetization approach is, I just don't see that ever happening. I would love for that to happen, for us to be able to pay to change a spec seed or just a seed in general in a ship, but I just don't see that happening. I could see there being like a T6 X3 upgrade where, you know, it adds another seat to a ship. That would, you know, pretty much solve that in most cases, but yeah, just going in and directly changing something like that on a ship, I just don't see that. How does the promo inquiry hold up to the legendary variant? The promo variant has worse maneuverability. It has an extra ISOMAG, but to be honest, with the consoles we still need to run, you'd be dropping an ISOMAG on the promo anyways. So the legendary variant just has a better set of maneuverability stats and a layout that is just more compatible with the current meta. Which Polaron types to use and which to avoid? Pretty much use whichever one you like the visuals of the most, Vertrex. But avoid the protonic Polarons. That they are the worst weapons in the game. Or among the worst. Yeah, Osiris indeed. I'm just checking Discord here. There's a week left on the giveaway over in the CasualSAB Discord for the Eagle Moss STO Chimera ship model. That is USA only. So again, if you want to enter that, that's in the giveaways channel over there until the 23rd. How big is this ship? It's a decent size. I'm gonna head back to the starting point of New ROM, and you guys can fly next to it again. Do I think we'll see an upgraded DS9? Probably not anytime soon. They did that a couple of years ago. What is the difference between regular fighter pets and fighter squadrons? The squadrons, it depends on what weapons and abilities those specific pets have, but there are some fighter squadrons that do perform better than the regular fighters. So it's a case-by-case basis. You pretty much have to look up, you know, the pets you're curious about, just go in, do some research on them. So yeah, I am right near the spawn point in the new Romulus system. If you want to fly by and see the size of the ship. Nice, Paul. Very nice. Yeah, rare Toduge fighter squadrons are very much the economical win. Absolutely. Yeah, Type 7 are, well, that is just universal across the factions. The Type 7 are best in slot if you're looking for pets that are just going to buff up the rest of your build. Type 7s apply a ton of debuff. So if you want to just slot pets and buff up everything on your build, then they're a really great option. a lot of these other pets, you do have to have some items on your build to really see the damage come from them. So just going with the type 7s generally is the easiest answer. And typically also the most effective meta-wise. So I'm probably gonna get this polished up and done hopefully by tomorrow, but I know there's people wondering if the lifetime is still worth it, and hopefully I'll be covering that well enough here for people. The biggest thing is the slots. If you have a lot of characters and you want a bunch of inventory space, then the lifetime is a good deal. But if you're like a brand new player and you're looking for the best way to put money into the game, the lifetime ain't it. The lifetime is for people with lots of alts that want the inventory space and all the slot unlocks, people that intend to play the game for an incredibly long time. You know, if you're someone just getting in, you're so much better off just going in, picking up some of the bundles in the Zen store. You know, for 150 bucks, you can get some of the really important sets or some of the really important bundles and stuff out there that will let you make your character, make your account, you know, very, very well off performance wise. So spending 150 bucks on the lifetime ain't the play for most people. Unless you're running with a ton of alt characters and need that space and want the 500 Zen stipend a month on PC. Yeah, Lifetime. I think Lifetime could use a few updated perks. Yeah, I think there's certainly value to getting the Lifetime for some people, but I think people need to prioritize other stuff first. Yeah, and the ships you get with the Lifetime sub are all rather dated. But you're basically getting them just for the visual appearance. And if you're on console, the console lifetime is nerfed compared to the PC version. This is a pretty big ship. Just got the lifetime. You thought it refined dill automatically. So the way the lifetime auto refinement works is has a perfect amount of EC right there. But the lifetime auto dill refinement. So if you don't hit this button to refine dilithium, what it will do is it will go in and the next day it will go back and retroactively refine that 8,000 dill for you. And it will do that for up to the past 7 days on the character if you had the unrefined ore on it at the time. So it's nice. But yeah, it just comes into play the following day. Yeah, it's next to Thrive. And there's a Borg assimilator. Like, yeah, this is actually a pretty big ship. Yeah, that pretty big ship, and I mean the assimilator is of course larger, but you know, width wise, it's thick. How about higher priority on the Deluxe for LTS? That'd be really nasty. That would be that would make people really mad. Yeah, so you know, typically there is a year or two delay from when we see a ship on screen to when we see it pop up in the game typically. So that may not be a thing until late next year or sometime in 2026. Is there a Phoenix event soon on console? I don't know when the next is going to be. Do we get priority queuing for TFOs? No. Yeah, I do wish we had more lower decks after season 5. I don't think they should have canceled it this early. Especially, you know, for the animated shows, the cost to produce those is substantially less than live action, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, and that's pretty much the summary in my my video. Is going to be that the main value comes from the Zen stipend, which is PC only. If you're on console, you just straight up don't get that. And even then, you know, it takes 2.5 years for that to pay off what the lifetime sub had to, you know, costed you there. I can't English right now. But yeah, the Zen stipend takes a while to pay itself off, and the slots are, of course, the big benefit. You know, you look at what that does for your inventory, your character bank, your account bank. The account bank isn't that noticeable, but you know, for your bank and your inventory, those additional slots are quite nice. We've had a Phoenix event since the summer event, I'm pretty sure. I thought we had one in October. Yeah, and the slot value, like at its base cost, you're looking at, for all the inventory space and all that, of about $94 worth of Zen per character. So on an account that has a ton of characters, that's where lifetime just really comes into play. Need to get this finished up. I tried to make it look a little bit fancier with the faded backgrounds. So I'll probably get that PowerPoint finished up later today and recorded and try to have it out sometime tomorrow. You can't English and I saw it terrible. Yeah. LTS is a lifetime subscription. Yeah. Okay, let's do some more TFOs. Let's give Infected another go. Infected Space Elite Public Queue. Here we go. Very fast pop. Yeah. That's what I've been hearing a lot from console players in the past couple of months is they want a way to be able to move over to PC. Yeah. But the slots from it are really significant for a lot of for accounts that have a lot of characters on them. Yeah, this is a big ship here. I see an Undine Kawavi.
The situation
What we
is
got in
grim.
here?
All
Styx,
attempts to hail the
Nebula, and Galax. If it ain't big, it ain't a Juggernaut. A Juggernaut, yeah. I shouldn't have put the R in there.
Warning. Ship
I've let you guys down.
Scanning the nanite transformer. Gun. Additional dignities available.
rear shields failing.
I think just did not want to die. We're getting some lag here. That's always a good sign.
The
I think
nanite
my
probe
CSV
can repair the
misfired.
transformers. Stop them.
It would seem so.
Core shields failing. Rear shields failing.
I'm pretty sure there's no CSV at the start there or something.
Sensors confirm that the transwarp.
Let's see what happened here. I mean, I like the 11th bundle. The ships have started to age out a little bit in the past year, but they're still good. I think the 11th, especially if you're into those specific ships, I think it's a good bundle. Okay, unfreeze the graph. Wow, I can't believe it. So I had no CSV. uh, let's pop that back up. So I had no CSV from like 8 seconds into like 30. Battle of Stowe. I want to take a look at that on the stream here. Hold on. Hitting CSV is only a suggestion for your ship to do it? Yeah. Let me leave the map here. Yeah, I think the legendary Vorchal is still good. Wish PS still players were nice, not like PC. Okay. Smooth this out of the way. Go back to the start of that infected. Mute it. So I can see CSV active right here. It's still active. My tractor beam misfired. Did I back up too far? I was 1.69 kilometers away from the Borg cube and my tractor beam misfired. I have no CSV. When I hit CSV here, CSV misfired. Fun, fun, fun. When CSV misfires, it is a wonderful time. That updated Earth model looks awesome. Yeah, they've done a really good job with it. And they got like I think I was seeing 8K textures for it. That's why it looks so nice. And with that also, I didn't cover it in the video, but it spins. The Earth spins. I can show you that here quick. I think CSV is only a suggestion. Yeah, I love that comment. I'm going to set my main client over to render scale 0.01 just so it's using less resources. Then I'm going to move the Tribble server over so we can take a look at this. I don't think I did, Kath. I didn't notice a rapid fire there, at least. And I didn't try to fly towards the Earth because you could see on the map that it just wasn't... Like, it is set up so the map is a bit more restricted. You can't... I don't think you can get anywhere close to the Earth itself. And the ship that I was in was the Suliban Cell ship, which does also slightly spin itself. Does it spin in real time? That is a good question. Yeah, but I don't think you can fly into the atmosphere like we could with the current EST or with the current Earth. Yeah, I don't know why it's so brown. Yeah, it's just a hard wall over here. This is as close as you can get. Love the engine trails, yeah. Yeah, it is a very large model of the Earth compared to what we have now. At least from what I can recall, just, you know, looking at it here. Yeah, this is as close as you can get. Like, I'm at the edge of the map here. And if I just sit here, I mean, you could clearly see the clouds are moving. Can we see the land moving here as well? It's hard to tell with my ship actually spinning. Do I have a different ship I can go to? I just want to like point the front of my ship at a certain spot and just see if we see any movement here. So yeah, you can see it slowly. Like, I'm going to just leave this here. And you can see that the Earth is slowly spinning. Yeah, it's going. Yeah, the clouds you can see much more visibly, but the planet too. Yeah. Montana, well, at this rate it's gonna be a bit before we get over to the US. Yeah, that's Red Sea, Egypt. Is this called Sinai Peninsula or whatever? Am I thinking of the right area? Does it have New Zealand? I don't think I'm going to be able to tell you for another hour. There are some lines here. Can I zoom in on that? So set. Yeah, you can see some weird lines. I don't know. Primal. Yeah. Okay, so we've seen quite a bit of movement so far. So I think if I go and demo record, I can probably see a bit more here. Let me just set this to render scale 0.001 as well. That's all just a blob. And let me open up the map in Tribble, or in demo record, I mean. Time zone boundaries. The gaming veteran, thank you for the follow. Any changes on the academy? I don't think so. One revolution per day. Okay. Can I even go that far with the demo record here? Is there a New Zealand? Philippines right now or something? Went too far out. Okay, so apparently there's limits to how far out on the map I can go here. Axel? You as well, gaming. I mean, it looks good. I mean, the brownish tint, I think they've probably seen the feedback about. But I think overall, I think it's pretty cool. I don't remember where I started. Okay, and you can see Mars off in the distance over there. No, I can't. I can't get around the entire globe. You have to wait for it to spin to the area you're wanting to see. There's Italy. Terrible chill. We live on Earth, not Arrakis. Spencer broke the fourth wall of Stowe. Yeah, the jug is pretty big. Yeah, I mean, eventually, if you sit here for like half an hour, you could probably see the US, but it seems to, every time I've entered this map, it seems to be over the Middle East. But yeah, the brownish tint is different. So there's a question, has the academy changed? Let's take a look. Italy, Spain, yeah. I don't really visit this map much, but I don't think I see anything different. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the big thing with Tribble was, you know, the ESD change there. There's clearly going to be more happening over here, but it's going to be a bit before we see the rest. Yeah. Got this model from Areore 8, which explains the orange brownish tint. That makes sense. Stuka doing good. Yeah, God of Rage is one activation when you hit it, another activation when it goes off. Yeah. Kronos could definitely use some attention. Change all the uniforms to the Picard era. For the ESD Starbase, I do hope that they, you know, continue to leave that somewhere in the game. I saw someone say, like, give us an option to make our fleet Starbase look just like it. Roberto, you're not a fan of Picard? Rise of Space map. I think the winter map also needs a bit of an overhaul. You know, I know some of you are super big fans of the winter event, but every year I see it, it's like, yeah, this is not aging very well. Okay, there was a request for me to do Hive Onslaught Elite, so let's do it. Public queue, Hive. Here we go. May my cannon scatter volley actually activate? Yeah, if they give us a fleet museum, we can have both, yeah. I'll probably be buying the winter event out probably day one if it's a Lobby buyout again. I'll play it, do the race the first day, then just buy it out. I'll probably stream it. Yeah, I get people bugging me to do stuff on the winter map, and it's just like I got tired of doing this map 10 years ago. Winter event ship will be exciting. Terrible challenge. It will be very exciting. The most exciting.
I am the collective.
need to remember I can't just YOLO into the center.
Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
There we go. There's your hive. The cubes don't look so big when you're in a Juggernaut. Or Juggernaut. Why do I keep adding the R for them? What's my favorite episode to watch during the winter event? Is an episode from season 3. Terrible. Terrible. No, I have high hopes for this upcoming winter event. I hope for a really nice ship with nice accessories, like we've seen with many prior event ships. I hope for something that will make people very happy. Yeah, the official name is, they forgot to put the R in, yeah. Nor Panda, thanks for stopping by. Will the event ship crush your enemies? Stanky boy, that's a very good question. What did Preston do for deeps? Let me pull that up here. Preston, I got you at 177.5. Spencer is still searching for the ship. Yeah. Yeah, Mac, my dreams have been crushed. Daniel, sorry to hear. Hope you feel better soon. Glad to provide you with some casual entertainment. I really hope so. I'd love a Breen ship. I think we'll see more Breen ships in the future. We saw a bunch of Breen stuff in season 5 of Discovery, so I would imagine, next year we'll probably see some of that stuff appear. That tends to be, the delay from when the show airs to when we see it in game is, 9 months to a year, so early to the first half of next year, it makes sense. What would I recommend new players spec their tree and focus the resources on? For the skill tree, follow the video that I have going over that. That's a pretty generalist skill tree. But spec-wise, I'd say get Intel done first. Intel Temporal. Generally, that comes up to be a really nice combo for a lot of stuff. But yeah, I would say just focus on like CSV. If you're not doing Psi and you're looking for something different, probably just focus on CSV, focus resources towards that. David, how's it going? Was that my practice run for tonight? Yes, Chiops, it was. I'm ready. Chiops, you of all people know that the way I fly in these is going to be completely different from what happens in those runs. Terrible. When we're doing the the really fast split runs where we're all locked in. What is the verdict on the ship? It's a good ship, but the accessories on it don't really do anything for you. It is truly just a side grade versus the VOD Jug and the Legendary Avenger, and truthfully, there's things that those platforms do better. The only strength really for this ship is it does have the ability to do some more uncons if you want, and also um, it has a much higher hull modifier, so you can make it a bit more survivable for like a pug environment. Yeah, I had some people complaining about me um discussing the new Avenger leak or whatever that we saw pop up, in which there was a new part of the Avenger console set. Um, everything I'm hearing, don't get your hopes up. That's from what I'm hearing, it's exactly what I described in that video, where they tend to copy paste consoles, and when whoever did it this time just forgot to remove the pasted console from the set that they copied from. So don't expect a new Avenger. It's not a thing right now. Not saying that there won't ever be another Avenger, but the the leak that we saw here with that fourth console in the Avenger set, it's not. Dan, yeah, five of you could definitely do Corfez. I mean, generally, stuff like that is typically like an indication that there's probably a new ship incoming for that line. We have seen that in plenty of cases, but what I'm hearing right now is that is not the case here. And I think we'll all see that very well cleared up here in December. What if the real new Avenger was the friend you made along the way? Terrible. It was a console and a ship model. Yeah, if there was a ship model, that'd be one thing. There's not. Temerian Avenger. I think we're done with Terran ships. Has there been any news about Black Friday yet? No. No, we're still about a week out from that. Week or two. There's not a Terran Avenger. Do I have any lingering thoughts about the Lamar? It doesn't do anything special. I mean, it's not the worst ship. You can put a build on it that will do a million DPS, but it's really nothing that special. There's better ways for you to spend your money. It's really, do you want that skin? It does have interesting pets, yes. The pets draw a threat, but like you're not going to use them over type 7s. Never say never when it comes to the Terrans. That's true. That's true. Okay, let's do some more content here. Um, Infected's on cooldown. Infected's the only content I know how to do. I've got an idea, Royal Flush. Royal Flush public queue. Remember, we have to split up and we have to save the Undine ships first. There we go, Royal Flush Elite. This queue can get you like 500 marks on a successful completion on Elite. During the mark event, when I did it a week or so back, it was 700 and something marks. Do another Corfez. Yeah, the Elite version of it gives a lot of marks.
Alliance vessel.
Thank you, thank you. I have tried to stream warships in the past, but generally there's less interest for it. I might do some more WoW stuff as we move into 25. People have told me that I should be branching out a little bit, not just doing Stow. But yeah, I might. The question for the winter event ship is, what is Deca's thought behind it? Are they trying to improve more diverse playstyles? Just space Barbie thoughts. We've seen that the event ships for a while have introduced something on them, a console or another accessory that have been pretty good, or the ship itself's been pretty good. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Complex Alpha, so our planet killers can arrive safely.
Top tier CSV ships. Lavenger, Bod Jug. Like there's a ton of really good options right now.
Our planet killers are arriving.
Correct. I should have said who's going where. I'll take the left lane, but you know, remember to save them Undine ships first. We need someone to go center and someone to go right.
An Undine ship has been rescued.
Did I call the wrong side again? Like I'm on the south side.
Tactical view at Beta has been destroyed. Destroy the emitter.
Okay, got everything here. Looks like it. Yeah, just remember to save all the Undine ships, or we will fail this.
The tactical view at Delta has been destroyed. Destroy the emitter. The operation has failed. We must leave the area. It is lost to the board. Let us hold their faction.
Right shield
We
failing.
didn't save all the Undine ships.
Left shield's failing.
Where does this new ship come from? It's Lockbox. Must be better at WoW. It's terrible. You do a very poor job of showing you don't already know. Guessing you'd make a horrible poker player. Look, okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? Yeah, everyone, I have faith that they'll come up with something for the winter event that is interesting, that does something new, that innovates in some way. I look forward to seeing whatever that is. I don't think isomags are a great lithium sink. The reroll was initially for people when they were hard to get. Failed like a true super casual. He's a poker player I want to play poker with? Wow. Wouldn't this ship be a fun rainbow build? Yeah, absolutely. I just didn't have canon isomags. Do I have any suggestions? I already answered that, but VOD Jug, Legendary Avenger, Dalkina, Atlantis. Those are, some really good platforms. Cthulhu, yeah. Singo, Spencer would never, yeah, I would never violate the Star Trek Online terms of service. Spencer implies, the viewers infer. Terrible. Yeah, the winter event bores me, to be honest. It's just I've done all the events many times over the years, and I just don't really have any interest in doing them again right now. Endeavor, terrible. Didn't the Protostar phasers end up being a bit of a dud? Yeah. Just a horrible liar in general. Stay away from crime. I don't think you'll make it as a criminal. Wow. Terrible Cheops. Terrible. Cheops always coming in with the non-controversial statements. No, I don't think that one's really that controversial. Don't know what you mean. We get to do the best TFO again. Infected, the Conduit Elite, Public Queue. Or maybe I should do Advanced. Let's do Elite. Shuttle Event TFO is the best TFO. Changed my mind. Public Queue of Infected Elite for anyone that wants to join. The only TFO. Super Secret Leak Channel. We can't talk about the Super Secret Leak Channel, okay? It's expensive to get in there. It's over on Triz's Discord. You just gotta message Triz and be like, where are the leaks at? Yeah.
The situation is great.
I saw them pets launch and I'm not gonna lie, I had some flashback going on right there. Surprise, he's doing the Borg TFO? I know. I can't believe it.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Scanning the nanite transformer. Done. Additional data available. The nanite probes can repair the transformers. Stop them.
so slow.
A probe is closing in on the transporter. Destroy it.
Rear shield failing. Right shield failing.
My positioning's terrible today. Yes, I know I should be pointing the other way.
Four shields. Shield has failed.
Who needs to flank? Terrible. So is this new ship like the VOD Jug, but less funny shaped? Yeah, pretty much.
Sensors confirm that the transwarp conduit has been destroyed.
Yeah, you have to send to Triz pictures of the Enterprise Che or any ship with the Slime Devil's Vantage Shield to get access to the channel. Exactly. Would Watcher buffs be more beneficial on my Gem Recruit than my Alien ROM since they have no access? Yeah, the Watchers are probably going to be easier for you to get. Okay, at least CSV didn't misfire there. Bayless versus Bird. And I do like what I saw the Show Wiki folks pointing out that this is like the third year in a row where it's been a bird ship in November. So nothing too surprising with the numbers here. I mean, I'd be doing more if I was on Plasma, of course. Plasma would be good. But this is still, respectable. I don't know what the prices on Watcher Bridge Officers are right now. I dumped my entire supply of them back in late September, early October. And I haven't kept up with the market since. If you use rock and roll, are you flipping the burn? That's a good question. Does that even work with this? Okay, does rock and roll work with this ship? Yes, it does. Terrible. Yeah, I dumped my entire supply of launchers. I had a really nice trade. I wanted to dump some of the stuff that I had just tossed in my bank so that I could grab some ship boxes, and I mean that's why I've got so many infinity boxes on me right now. I've got myself covered for like the next half year for ship boxes. That was a question. Terrible. Never. Go to ground. Yeah, the lockbox system has a counter like on your player sheet on the server as far as I'm aware. So you want to make sure you're opening on the same character. Was that coffee a big jug of chocolate milk? Yeah, it's just a really big coffee cup. Well, it's a beer mug, just full of coffee. That has been pretty much sitting here for past 2 hours. Make sure the moderators don't catch you flipping the bird in zone. So let me, just summarize the Areore or whatever, however you pronounce it. Oh, it does. The box on the exchange says Juggernaut. They were just memeing. But, this ship, if you already have a Levenger or a VOD Jug, you don't need this ship. It's a side grade. It is potentially slightly better for pugging, but I think, in general, there's probably other platforms you'd be better off with for that environment. Something with a hangar bay, certainly like a Delkina. I like the Merc Worker Intel combo on this, but I wish they would have done it as like a flight deck carrier, to be honest, or even an attack carrier. Did just something that would have been a bit more impactful. Why isn't there a lid on your drink? Shame? Terrible. Merc Worker Intel with experimental weapon? Yeah, just something a bit more innovative. Will we get a Sagan Juggernaut one day? No. Like a flight deck carrier would have been cool. Give me a Merc Worker Intel ship with 2 hangar bays. Give me a Merc Worker Intel ship with an experimental weapon. But I don't hate this ship, but I do feel like it's a missed opportunity. Something this large could easily have been a TAC carrier or a flight deck carrier. And with that Merc Worker Intel combo, that would have been an amazing ship for those play styles. But what we have here, again, it just doesn't do anything new. Do I think we will get more TOS Strange New World ships? Absolutely. Wish the Jugs would have a hangar bay. They don't, because they have the built-in Lance or Array, which, as you saw on this ship, doesn't really do that much. Speaking of pets, what is the benefit? It depends entirely on the specific pet Everwind, and some are going to have fighter squadrons that get different weapons on them, different abilities, and those just interact differently with different traits. Yeah, especially a ship like this, it would have made more sense as a attack carrier. Attack carrier for this would have been like, again, imagine Merc Worker Intel, but you put 2 hangar bays on it. Would have been good. Does the coffee stay warm in the super hot server room you have there? I mean, I've got the windows open, so it's 67 in here right now. What is the temp outside? It's 57 out. I don't have my server on right now. When I'm streaming or doing recordings, I generally have that off. The fans in it are really loud, and it isn't the best when I'm trying to do a recording. I just cheaped out with the fans that I put in it, and really I need to just go in and swap the fans out. It gets I've got other fans laying around that would be quieter. But the coffee generally, it stays fine. It's good enough. Any other questions about this ship? We're about 2.5 hours in, so I'm going to wrap things up. If you guys have any other questions, you know, feel free to drop them in. But in the meantime, let's do another TFO here. There was a request to do another Battle of Corfez, so let's do that. Public queue. And I'll go back to a loadout with a side team on it for if I get sub-nuked. And I'll put that Warp Core Engineer back on. Will it float? Terrible. Yeah, it's looking like that, El Patron, and especially as we get more items that introduce haste for experimental weapons, that could potentially further push the hexacannons ahead, because the hexacannons are really good. What happened with the playthrough? It's just other streams that there were some weekends where, you know, I wasn't going to be streaming super long, so I just opted to not do them. And then there's been other streams where like a new ship comes out where I'm going to cover that instead. But yeah, it is looking like the hexacannons are starting to perform at a point, because like was recently pointed out to me by Sizer, the what's the name of it? The Gemini console that is providing a haste buff for the hexes. I saw a raid there. Thornburg Media, thank you for the raid. Very much appreciated. Hope you had a good stream. Okay, thank you. Just doing some casual gameplay here. Ultra casual gameplay for Stowe. I dare to get sub-nuked. There we go. Finish the Gamma storyline. Very nice. Rachel, how's it going?
We've established an automated
Yeah, I need to. I was doing some story playthrough streams, and I need to get back on them. Posted a pic of your Keychron keyboard in the Discord. Nice. Yeah, I posted on the Build a PC subreddit earlier, or Build a PC sales. There's some really good deals going on for some Keychron keyboards over on Woot. Like, it's a powerful duo platform. I mean, the high hull modifier is pretty nice. I'm dead here. Yeah, I could get out that in time. Brave Leo, how's it going? Yeah, the server performance, it's not been good. My game is much louder than normal. And I just realized it probably is for you guys too. Bad.
Ship is under attack.
Right below me. Subject again. We are just blitzing right through this. Solar station? We literally got easy mode for Fez. Already sold out on loot. Did they sell out of all of them? They really need to do something about the servers? Yeah, hopefully. Servers have been an annoying issue for a long time in this game. I unfortunately just don't expect that to change. I should have flanked them before popping those buffs. I hate when you get too close to the edge of the map and you can't see anything. Really annoying issue.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
I blame you for not making enough content. Shows the servers really suck. I know. But there's a lot of things I need to cover better on the channel, and you know, as we move into next year, there's a couple of projects I want to get done before the end of the year, and I want to force myself to actually get some of the stuff done that I've wanted to get done.
Excellent work.
There we go. Yeah, that was Core Fed's easy mode right there. Good job, team. Yeah, they just got completely shut down. That was a very fast Fez. May move the service to the correct side of the pond and problem solved. It's the only challenging part of Core Fez is that bugged phase, and of course the sub nukes. Sub nukes are the challenge. So look, I am gonna cut things off here. I wanna try to get that YouTube and streaming full-time job. No. I do spend a bit of time on it though. I do want to get my lifetime video polished up and out today. Or not out today, but you know, just polished up and recorded today and released tomorrow. So I'm gonna go spend a bit of time getting that all done. Get some lunch here quick before I do that. So thank you all for tuning in. We'll be doing another stream next weekend around the same time. Again, Jason, thank you for the 10 gifted earlier. I'm not seeing any of my YouTube notifications. And on the Twitch side, Scuba, thank you for the Prime sub. Dan, thank you for the bits. And Thornburg, thank you for the raid there. So let me get a raid started up over on the Twitch side. May contain sexual theme. Okay, we're not going to touch that. Okay, I only see one stream on Twitch right now, and it's got a warning on it saying may contain sexual themes. So we're gonna skip the raid there. Okay, thank you all for stopping by. I'm gonna get some food. I will see you guys around. And I know about shirts. I've been looking.